Must have been 40 years ago when Gillian and I first met Ed and Cinta. The occasion was almost certainly the St Andrew's Ball of 1983. We were then raw newcomers to Indonesia and had barely settled in. It was probably the first major social event that we'd attended in Jakarta. Even amongst the dazzling plethora of flamboyantly dressed Scots and their ladies, Ed and Cinta still stood apart. Ed attired in his trademark trews and his immaculately coiffed moustache, Cinta at his side in a vibrant ball gown. By then, Ed had already lived more than half his long life, and almost half of that had been spent in Indonesia. We timidly introduced ourselves, probably expecting no more than a brief exchange of pleasantries before receiving a polite indication that our time was up. It didn't work out like that. Ed and I quickly discovered that we had both spent substantial parts of our childhood in southwest London in suburban Twickenham, the shrine of English rugby. That was but one of numerous coincidences that contributed to a friendship that endured until Ed's final departure last year. The first of many invitations to Bogor soon followed, reciprocated by visits to our Jakarta homes. We would also frequently catch up at the parties of mutual friends and at numerous Scottish occasions. Once Ed and Cinta had built their own home in Bukit Pelangi, a trip up the Ulu to Rumah Mackinnon was a regular feature of our Boxing Days. Coincidences continued when in the 1990s we acquired a cottage in a Dorset village and found ourselves to be living no more than 2 miles from where Cinta's sister Tin and husband Tony had just retired to. Inevitably, once we'd finally retired to Dorset ourselves, we were able to welcome Ed and Cinta to our English home. We were still meeting up to 2 to 3 times a year, either in Dorset or Indonesia, right until the end. Ed was no doubt a distinguished archaeologist and historian, and will be long remembered for some of his valuable research. Our enduring friendship, however, was based on an enjoyment of each other's company, a shared sense of humour, and a mutual desire to put the world to rights. I'm very sorry not to be able to be with you all today, but hope these brief words have captured some of Ed's spirit and character. He will be much missed by us all. Thank you.